Freaks. It's Wednesday, November 8th, 2023. Coming up on the program today, join me as I experience my first alpha male wedding, plus pussy denial for jerk junkies, what Yoko Ono must sound like when she orgasms, and celebrate the season with Cerebral Palsy Christmas music.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
Wow! Wow!
Drowning deep in my sea of
Loaded,
broken your
Sabotage. Will you give it to me?
It seems what's left of my human side is slowly changing in me.
Will you give it to me?
Look at my own reflection when suddenly it changes.
Violently it changes. Oh no!
There's no turning back now. You've woken the demon in me. Get up, come on down with the sickness.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
Get up and come down with the sickness.
Open up your hate and let it flow into me.
Get up and look down with the sickness.
Your mother, get up, come on, get down with the
You
sickness.
fucker, get up, down with the sickness.
Madness is a gift that has been given to me.
The Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
You're nothing but a slut.
If I were to molest somebody, I definitely would have done anal no matter what.
Don't get AIDS.
And I love the aftertaste of semen in my mouth.
At least I'm not gonna die because I'm a careless fairy.
Yes! Hey, freaks, Tim back here with you for the Wednesday episode of DB. Have a great one for you. Real quick programming note, Friday here in America, we've got a holiday. Another one. What the hell, man? They're coming fast and furious at us now. After the summer, boom, 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 things really start to pick up. I'm telling you, the calendar's messed up. I'm not going to get into my whole plan about spreading out holidays throughout the year a little more evenly, but that's what we really need to do as a country. You know, maybe we should stop meddling in Ukraine and the Middle East, because we got big problems here in America. The biggest, of course, being the holiday distribution on the calendar. All other things can wait. Homelessness, gun violence, whatever. This is something that affects us all every month. Anyway, yeah, it's like Veterans Day. And then a couple weeks later, we got a Thanksgiving. It's ridiculous. Anyway, you know my policy. Typically on lesser holidays, I'm sorry, veterans. You know, though. I mean, Veterans Day is no Easter. So on these lesser holidays, I'll either just not do a show or do a shorter show. However, I'm feeling extra generous. I've got such a big heart and I love to work. Not to mention the long weekend known as Thanksgiving. That's on deck. So it's just going to be like any other week here on DV. There will be a Friday show. It'll blow your fucking dick in the dirt. I don't even know if that's a saying, but that's what's going to happen. It's unclear if that's a good thing. I don't know what blowing your dick in the dirt means, but that's what's going to happen on Friday. So I will be here on Friday to end the week with you. All right, listen, I've got a bunch of great audio to share with you today. First up, a clip from a very special wedding. It's a nice day for a red-pilled wedding. It's a nice day to start again. Yes, we've got video of an alpha male getting married to his bitch. What I love about this is typically the wedding day is for the bride, right? This is like her day. She's looking all beautiful and shit. White gown, all eyes are on her. For many girls, this is what they dream about their entire lives. They plan every detail down to what flowers are on the table, all the decorations, attire, what music is played, right? This is their fantasy come to life. Except it's not when you're marrying a man who is a proud graduate of Cobra Tate's Alpha Male University. The bride in an alpha male wedding is more of a prop than anything else. It's kind of all about the guy. And I think his rationale is like, look, I'm paying for this shit. If it's my money, it's gonna be about me. I'm gonna call the shots. And, guys in general have a very different idea of what a wedding should be. As a matter of fact, let's play the first clip here from the red-pilled wedding. I believe the groom's name is Donovan. He just grabs his woman and just drags her kind of upstage. This isn't even taking place in a church. It's just, a building. That's fine. They're just in a conference room, I guess. But there's no pageantry. You know how, like, in the wedding, all the bridesmaids or whatever make their way up first, and then the bride comes down, music playing. There's none of that. The guy just runs up on stage. He's got this woman with him. He looks like a magician, and the bride is his assistant. She's wearing a white gown, which I guess he reluctantly agreed to. Why not wear something skimpier? Show off them titties. Come on, this is our wedding. And this is like the one thing he conceded to. He gave into. All right, if you want to wear a stupid wedding gown, you can, I guess. But make it simple. I don't like those big puffy dresses. Meanwhile, he's wearing, khakis, and more importantly, a button-down purple velour shirt. All right, let's begin the ceremony.
All right, guys, welcome to our wedding. This is going to be a very sort of informal thing. There is no, what do they call it? An officiant? Pastor does. Yeah, I'm the officiant. Okay? I'm the officiant and I run this. So
look, he's the man in the relationship. He's not going to let another guy run the ceremony. That shit's fucking beta. All you married guys that said your vows in front of a minister, priest, or officiant, I'm sorry to tell you, you're cucks. You got cucked in the eyes of God.
We're going to exchange vows. She's got a few words for me. I've got some words for her.
Well, that's going to be the money shot, right? We're building up to the vows. Most of the time, I think it's the woman who springs this on the guy. They're like, I think we should write our own vows. And the guy's like, oh, fuck. Just say what's in your heart. Because that's what guys love to do. Open up and talk about their fucking emotions in front of 300 people. In this case, however, I strongly believe the alpha male here was the one who thought up the vows idea. Oh, he's got a lot to say.
Each day, when we wake up, we choose womanhood. You have taught me that the rent is due every day and not to take things for granted. A healthy garden takes watering, pruning, and attention in order to flourish.
Oh, she's not even mic'd. This is atrocious.
Thank you for demanding the best in me always.
These are kind of standard vows. She is staring at her phone, though. She did not commit this to memory.
I promise to stand beside you, walk behind you, and be a reliable source of peace for you. I promise to show you my love through my actions.
Let's just move on to his vows. Now, I swear to you, I swear on my life, I swear on my mom's life, I have not watched this yet. I wanted to experience it with you. My prediction, even though I gave this woman shit for, reading the vows off of her phone and not committing it to memory, I bet this guy, the groom, didn't even write notes up in his phone. This is all going to be like off the cuff. Let's see if I got that first part right.
Birds, baby. Sydney, this has been...
Yep, I'm right. there's no phone. You can tell he's like winging it. All right. What do I say here? The hand clapping really gives it away. All right. How about this? 4chan defines marriage as a license to rape, and a wife is a dependable meal delivery service and flesh-based Roomba. I feel so lucky to have found my meat Roomba, who will always keep our house clean, and if not, that's grounds for divorce. I don't understand why the house wouldn't remain clean, because I'm not letting you out. Not only are you not allowed to have a car, you're not allowed to have a set of my keys. You're not taking the Acura anywhere. If you need to go somewhere, I will drive you, for I am your man, your husband, and you are property of me. Not bad, right? I just thought of that off the top of my head. Soy boys writing down their vows. Superior intellect for the win! All right, let's listen to this guy's vows. Maybe he's going to surprise us. Maybe he's a big softie.
Sydney, it's been a hell of a ride. And the way we met was very unorthodox.
I'll give you a clue how these two met. She was red-pilled in a way. What color are roofies?
Our relationship is very unorthodox. You're wearing a wedding ring now because, well, there you go. You've been wearing it for 7.5 years. But, like I said, I bring out the best in you. But you make me happy, you really do. I was happy before you, and if you and I decide to part ways for whatever reason, I'll be happy without you.
It almost got sentimental and sweet there. He's already planning his divorce. Just, hey, if you try anything, right, just know I'll be okay without you. I don't need you.
I'm very, very glad to have someone like you in my life. I've been successful in many ventures in my life, and I've never really had someone like you. I really haven't. I'm glad that I made you into the woman you are today, and I'm glad that you continue to hold that standard. Success is really, really cool to have, to be financially successful, but it's much, much sweeter when you have someone like you to share it with. And so, by the power vested in me, I pronounce us man and wife.
That was a less than 3-minute ceremony. That is kind of an alpha move right there. This is the one thing I don't fault the man for at all. I would love to attend 3-minute weddings. The rest of the night is just food. Food and music. Again, this whole wedding is not about her. She's merely a side character. This is all really content for this dude's website or his YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, I don't even think the people in attendance are friends and family. Why do I say that? Because the very next thing that happens, and we're still not even 4 minutes into the ceremony here, we are now treated to a question and answer session where people in the audience, I guess, can ask this guy anything they want.
Okay, so now that we're officially married, I guess we'll take questions from the audience. We're going to do 10 minutes of questions, then we're going to be whisked off.
10 minutes of questions? That's longer than the wedding. The first question is like, how do you feel now that your life is over? And then the questions just, they don't get better.
How many girlfriends did you have to cut off?
The wife took that question. She was like, a lot. There was a lot of women. This is what all brides want to be talking about on their wedding day. All of the other women your man has been fucking. Another question was about bad habits of the wife. She and her new hubby talks about a time when they were dating. Some guy, I guess, made a joke and she laughed and touched his arm. Like, that's funny. Or, lightly slapped his arm or, whatever. That is a big no-no.
This was early on in the relationship. We're at bowling league, and we won that league, by the way. We're at bowling league. Devin had a feeler, right? And we were all just kind of joking around, and Devin hits him on the arm, right? I said, grab your shit, we're leaving now. It was a one-sided conversation, and how many times has she done that since? Zero. Yeah. Zero. Those are the kinds of behaviors and mentalities that are being legislated out of men.
Keep in mind, this wasn't done in private. This was a bowling alley. It was a big group of people. Some guy makes a joke and she tapped the dude on his arm. Oh, stop it, you stupid idiot. Whatever. And that was enough for Donovan here to fly off the handle.
Zero. Those are the kinds of behaviors and mentalities that are being legislated out of men. And this is why asshole game works. Unfortunately, men, we have to be looked at as assholes, but asshole behavior is just a man standing his ground, man. Yeah. Standing 10 toes down on your boundary standards and expectations. And like I said, and it's interesting, we're getting more pushback now from men than we are from women. So to all those guys, I say, go fuck yourself, man. Like, seriously. Like, because what it really comes down to, man,
this is an awesome wedding.
Is you're afraid.
I love it.
And I know why you're afraid.
Honestly, I would like to attend this. I'd rather attend to a wedding like this than a traditional wedding. This is entertainment, man. But you don't know what you're gonna get.
Be afraid to piss off your woman. If you're afraid to piss off your woman, you're in for a world of hurt.
This is a fairy tale wedding.
Really, really are.
Don't be afraid to piss off your bitch.
Right, one last question.
What was the most difficult bad habit to get out of?
The question was, what was her most difficult habit to break?
Oh, the most difficult bad habit to get out of her? Oh my God.
That was.
Wait, there were so many.
Save some of these flattering stories for the reception. You're not going to have anything to toast to.
Yeah, drinking, the drinking, sleeping in, definitely.
Here's to my beautiful bride, who's not such a lazy drunk anymore. Hear, hear. Well, there you go. Just a few clips from a red-pilled wedding. Moving on, you guys know my love for the ridiculous, verbal, loud orgasm. Now, most of the time I feature these on the podcast, it's guys coming. They come hard. That guy sounds like he's doing some hardcore martial arts moves. Like he's in a Bruce Lee movie or something. Today, thanks to our friends at eFucked, I have a recalculous orgasm provided by a female. Ta-da! Now, no human man made her come so hard she completely starts to malfunction and lose the ability to speak English. This is a direct result of her getting fucked by a machine. The AI future is here! No, this is not artificial intelligence at all. It's literally just a dildo stuck to a motor or something. It just fucks her real hard. Now, also, I should point out that she is Asian. And the only reason I point that out is because while she's getting fucked, it doesn't sound like she can speak English. But here she is after the scene, after she's had time to compose herself.
Yeah, I came so good from everything. I really enjoyed squirting a bunch too.
I'm so glad she had a good time. That's important to me. But as you can see here, she has, she doesn't have an accent. She's just, one of us. She's an American girl. Now let's hear what she sounds like when she's strapped into the cunt plower. She becomes Miss Swan from Mad TV. I can make out some of the words, like, I come now, I come, I want come a little bit. And unfortunately for her, this machine is just getting warmed up. The friction caused by that machine has made her pussy start smoking. Her clit is smoldering. I think you've heard enough. Now, some of you guys are going to want to see this scene. I don't blame you. Go to efuck.com. She squirts a lot. It's truly a comical amount of pussy juice. By the end of the scene, this bitch is drenched from head to toe. Again, go to efucked.com if you want to see that thing. Moving on now. Gotta say thanks to RoboChrist in the Discord for this next clip. Not only is it going to provide entertainment today, but all season long, we'll be enjoying RoboChrist's contribution. What am I talking about? Well, I can't believe I haven't heard of this guy before. But RoboChrist has turned me on to Toby Smiles, who is a social media influencer, so you may know who Toby is, especially because once you hear him, you're never going to forget that voice. According to TobySmiles.com, Toby is a 20-year-old influencer and musician who is determined to prove, that anyone can accomplish their dreams in life, regardless of their circumstances. See, we need to stop teaching people this. Sometimes things are out of your reach. For instance, if you're born without arms and legs, you're never going to play basketball for the NBA. Unless your goal is to be the ball, that's the only way you're getting on court. Now, Toby wants to be a musician, but he has cerebral palsy. That's not funny. I guess the name cerebral palsy. Palsy's kind of funny, but the affliction isn't. I'm not that heartless of a monster. That being said, Toby does want to be a musician. The problem is he wants to be a singer. Like, I feel like his dream could be obtainable if he focused like on EDM music or something. Just get a sequencer and start, twitching and batting knobs and stuff. I mean, that's pretty much how you create this crap. That just sounds like cerebral palsy, doesn't it? Speaking of the sounds of cerebral palsy, I've got a clip here of one of Toby Smiles' songs. This is called Barbie Boy. I think it's supposed to be exactly like the song Barbie Girl, by Aqua. Except, of course, he's a boy, so he calls it Barbie Boy. Now, the reason why I'm not 100% sure is there's no instrumental on this song, and, well, take a listen. You see why I'm not so confident this is a Barbie Girl cover? That would be a stretch to say this thing sounds anything like that song. To me, it sounds less like Barbie Girl and more like the Tasmanian Devil from Warner Brothers cartoons. I love that there's no instrumental to this. He's so confident in his vocal abilities. He's like, we don't need instruments. We don't need a backing track. I just want my voice real and raw. Now, the reason I said we'll be enjoying Toby Smiles all season long is because, guess what? My boy has released a holiday album. Some of these songs actually have instrumentals, which is helpful, in determining what the fuck this kid's trying to sing. And we have Feliz Navidad here, obviously. It's almost too easy with the music. Don't act all smug. I guarantee you wouldn't have got it if you just heard him singing.
Feliz Navidad.
Well,
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
I figured after the Feliz Navidad part, it would all fall apart.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
I'm always excited when we get new Distorted View Christmas music to play.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. Oh, this will be added to the rotation.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
By the way, look at the chapter artwork. My boy here is a fancy man, and apparently he's obsessed with Starbucks. I feel ya. By the way, the Christmas flavors are out. At Starbucks, they got my chestnut praline, which, guys, you got to try it. It's so good. It's literally one of the only things I look forward to in life anymore. Like November rolls around, and I can get my chestnut praline latte. I'm basically the non-cerebral palsy version of Toby Smiles here. Yeah, his Christmas album is titled Frappuccino Wonderland. And yes, one of the tracks on the album is titled Frappuccino Wonderland, and no, it does not need instrumentals. Well, it may be a Frappuccino Wonderland, but it's an auditory nightmare. There's Toby Smiles. You'll hear more of him throughout the holiday season. May God have mercy on our souls. Real quick, before we get into the news, one final clip. It's been a long time since we've checked in with one of my favorite podcasts, Podcasturbation, the podcast by and for self-hating masturbators. Now, I believe the way we found out about this podcast is the host is the same dude who set up the Wank Bank, which for those of you who are new to the program or may have forgotten, the Wank Bank is a phone number you can call to talk about masturbating. Maybe you just like to share some masturbation sounds, talk about hot, recent masturbation sessions, whatever. Now, there hasn't really been a lot of new submissions this year to the Spank Bank. Wank Bank. I don't know if he just doesn't have time to monitor the voicemail or if he's just winding it down, but I did find a semi-recent one here.
Let's make a date to come to my room and expose ourselves. I love exposing myself for guys. I fucking love it. Oh, fuck, I fucking love it. Oh, I love sticking my widget erect penis deep inside my jar of Albaline. Oh, fuck, it feels so fucking good.
Yeah, gooner baiters, those people who masturbate for hours on end, they tend to like to use that Albaline stuff. I guess it prevents your penis from falling off, getting all red and sore.
Oh, fuck, all I want to do is masturbate. Oh, I want to masturbate with other masturbators. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck, I want to fucking masturbate with all you guys. Let's all masturbate together. Oh, let's just spend our lives in fucking masturbation bliss. My fucking penis.
Sounds good, right?
I love my fucking penis. Oh, I love my fucking penis.
Yeah, masturbators like to say the word masturbate. I am masturbating. Like he'll say that 20 times in a row. That's a big part of the gooner bait lifestyle. Just saying penis and masturbate over and over. Penis. I like to masturbate my penis. So that's the Wank Bank line, and that's how we were introduced to the Podcasturbation podcast. Now, I've got one of the newest episodes here. This was just posted a couple months ago. I think the first episode we ever heard of Podcasturbation, the host was talking about how he likes to go to dirty hotel rooms and stick his dick in, like, chair cushions and stuff. Like, he'll fuck dirty hotel furniture. He also likes to comment on his small penis. He doesn't think he's worthy of pussy, and that's why he has to masturbate. So I believe we're going to cover some of that territory in this episode here.
Hello, masturbator.
What up, faggot?
Sorry. I had to.
We both know why you're here, don't we? You're a jerk junkie. You're not just a masturbator, you're a jerk junkie.
Guilty as charged.
And as soon as you saw the title of this podcasturbation...
Okay, well, the title is Pussy Denial for Jerk Junkies. I didn't want to give it away.
You couldn't resist. Because not only are you a jerk junkie, a chronic masturbator...
and world's greatest grandpa. My mug says so.
But you're a pussy-free masturbator.
By the way, if you listen closely, you can hear him jerking off. He's using so much lube. It's like... I don't think it's very professional. Look, I understand the content of the podcast is all about masturbation, but you're the host. You have a job to do. Focus, man. Can't focus while you're...
And not just pussy free.
Choking that chicken.
You're pussy denied. A pussy denied jerk junkie. And that arouses you so much, doesn't it? Pussy denial for jerk junkies.
This episode is only 17 minutes long, but I'm going to jump around here. Let's fast forward to the 5-minute mark or so.
You've never had pussy.
Hey! You don't know me. Good guess, though.
You've always wondered what it feels like. All your friends have sex with girls, and you probably have had crushes on girls and wanted to fuck them so bad, but you
God, is his cock right next to the microphone or something? It's getting very loud.
You couldn't because you were already a jerk junkie at that point.
All right, we're going to fast forward again here.
And so you know you're never going to get any pussy because you're a jerk junkie. You're a jerk junkie.
Yeah, he doesn't cover a lot of territory in a podcast. He really sticks to the title. Pussy denial, jerk junkies. That's all you're getting on this episode of Podcasturbation.
And jerk junkies don't get pussy. Jerk junkies don't deserve pussy.
For you are my junkie.
You sing it, Doris Luan. Women, don't be afraid. Find a jerk junkie for yourself.
Come over here. Ooh, my baby, let's cry. Let's not be drying our eyes.
Thank you very much, Doris. Thank you very much, Podcasturbation. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to that fucked up news right now. Support Distorted View Daily by becoming a member of the Sideshow and get exclusive episodes of DB every week, typically on Tuesday and Thursdays. This week was no different. Yesterday was a Sideshow exclusive podcast, and we'll be doing another one tomorrow. Memberships start at only $6.99 a month, and there are a few different ways to sign up. If you use Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can sign up for Sideshow access right inside of those apps. If you go that route, your exclusive episodes will appear right alongside the free episodes in your feed, which is very easy and convenient. Of course, we've got a website as well, superfreaksideshow.com. You can sign up over there. In that case, you'll get a personalized little RSS feed that you can plug into most podcasting apps, like the big ones, Overcast, Pocket Cast. It works with Apple Podcasts as well. For more information, check out distortedview.com and, of course, superfreaksideshow.com. This is how I make my living, so thank you so much to all of the freaks who are continuing to support DV. We also have a Patreon account, just another way to help support the show. Patreon.com/distortedview. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every little bit helps. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up, I was surprised to see Covenant Eyes trending recently. This is something we talked about years ago on the podcast. Basically, for people who don't know, Covenant Eyes is a program that you install on your computer, and I think now they've got some phone apps as well, and it monitors your porn usage and then totally snitches on you. It basically sends out an email blast shaming you. Look at all the weird fucking shit your husband's into. Belching? This is the man you married. Yeah, according to Covenant Eyes website, Covenant Eyes helps you and the ones you love live porn-free through transformative accountability relationships. Basically, when you set this shit up, you choose someone you know and trust to walk with you as an ally and hold you accountable for your online behavior. The app tracks activity on your devices. The Victory app shares your activity feed. It's an entire feed right to your ally's phone. So typically this is an app for Christian couples, right? It sounds religious-y, Covenant Eyes, right? So the idea is, your wife catches you watching porn and she's like, oh my God, why have you strayed so far from God? We need marriage counseling. And then you're like, no, anything but that. Fine, you're going to install Covenant Eyes on your computer. I'm going to know every fucking video you watch. Basically, every activity is rated. Like everything that you do on your fucking phone or computer is rated, and then explicit and suggestive content is flagged for review on the activity feed. Then your little, accountability partner can review everything you're doing online. And best of all, Covenant Eyes is so confident you will stop watching cam whores lick each other's assholes. They've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Not bad, right? The system works. By the way, you know who has a huge porn problem, apparently? Our new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson.
I bake my big fucking penis.
Is that Mike Johnson?
Penis.
He might be a gooner baiter.
Penis. I bake my big fucking penis.
Okay.
Penis.
Now, this guy, Mike Johnson, I hadn't heard of him before he was named Speaker of the House out of nowhere. And then, it didn't take long for a lot of just really unpleasant information about him to come out, at least to me. Like, for you guys, it might not matter so much, but, he's a big proponent of, castrating gay people or something. He's very outspoken on the hatred he has for the homosexuals. As a matter of fact, in one article I read, new Speaker of the House Mike Johnson once wrote in support of the criminalization of gay sex. He's like an Old Testament homophobe. He's like, let's beat the fag out of these guys. And if that doesn't work, well, throw them in jail. Is burning them at the stake out of the question? Incinerate almost rhymes with homosexual. It's like, no, it doesn't. When I say it in my mind, it does. Okay, all right, Mike Johnson, we get it. Look, I think Mike is battling his own demons here. It's one of the reasons why he has Covenant Eyes installed on his computers. Yeah, he revealed that. And then it gets even creepier. Mike Johnson, the hardline conservative and outspoken Christian who was elected House Speaker in October, has raised eyebrows after he admitted using an app which bills itself as a tool to help people quit porn. The clip posted online over the weekend showed Johnson discussing how he and his son use Covenant Eyes. Of course, I've got that audio right here.
But it's the largest accountability software that there is, and there's some paperwork out there on the table that I think.
Yeah, he's talking in front of a crowd at like a conference.
It scans, you obviously opt into it, but it scans all the activity on your phone or your devices, your laptop, tablet, what have you. We do all of it. And then it sends a report to your accountability partner. So my accountability partner right now is Jack, my son, right? And so he's 17. So he and I get a report of all the things that are on our phones or all of our devices once a week. If anything objectionable comes up, your accountability partner gets an immediate notice.
I get wanting to monitor a kid's computer, but the fact that the 17-year-old son gets reports on his dad, that's weird. I don't want to know what type of porn my dad's watching. Johnson did say that his son has got a clean slate so far, meaning that, his son hasn't been looking at porn. That's not what I'm interested in. I want to know what you're looking at. In the video, Johnson did not comment on his own slate. Johnson's office did not immediately respond to questions. I love that they're looking for a comment. Has your son received any porno blasts from you? Before entering politics, Johnson, 51, worked for Alliance Defending Freedom. Never heard of it. That apparently is a right-wing Christian legal organization which aims to overturn same-sex marriage, thanks, enact a total ban on abortion, and strip away rights that trans people are afforded in the U.S. Speaking to Fox News after he became House Speaker, Johnson said, "Someone asked me today in the media, they said, people are curious. What does Mike Johnson think about any issue under the sun? I said, well, go pick up a Bible off your shelf and read it. That's my worldview." Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That's what I believe, and so I make no apologies for it. By the way, just so you know, in 2022, Google determined that Covenant Eyes violated its policies after a Wired investigation raised questions over how and how much information the app collected. Covenant Eyes was pulled from the Play Store, although the app has since returned. Sure, it was just a little technical glitch there they needed to fix. Second story we have for you today. This is a short one from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A man told police a woman stabbed him in the hand after he repeatedly asked for the TV remote. Apparently, my dude lost his remote privileges. You flip too fast. Stop on the channel for a couple seconds so we can see what program it is. I might want to watch it. I'm guessing that was what the argument was about. Lord Douche hates that I flip through channels. He prefers to just use the guide and look to see what's currently playing and then just pick something from the guide. But I like to, I like to window shop. I like to see what's going on. I totally understand this and condone this stabbing. The incident happened at around 12:15 a.m. on Tuesday on the 2800 block of Bedford Avenue in Pittsburgh's Bedford Dwellings neighborhood. According to a criminal complaint for Michelle Robinson, 57, of Pittsburgh, the victim told police Robinson was keeping the remote control from him in her purse. So it wasn't like she was just keeping the remote away from the guy. Like, I'll control the remote for a while. No, she was hiding it from him. She did not like the way he handled that thing. All right, so yes, the victim told police Robinson was keeping the remote control from him in her purse, and he asked for it multiple times. According to the court paperwork, the third time the victim asked, Robinson pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the hand. I wonder if she pulled the knife out of her purse. So the guy was like, oh, she's getting the remote. No, that purse is a big bag of painful tricks. Nothing coming out of that thing is good. The court paperwork said that Robinson initially told police the victim stabbed himself, because that story makes sense, right? Yeah, I don't know. He stabbed himself in the hand. I think he's drunk. Yes, she told police the victim stabbed himself and then later said the victim had assaulted her. Let's see if that works. Let's see if the police buy that. Police said that Robinson later made a spontaneous utterance that she did stab the victim. So there's 3 different stories there. Robinson also told police the man wanted to watch football, but she wanted to listen to music. Who the fuck is still listening to those dopey-ass music channels on TV? They're awful. And plus, all TVs are smart at this point, and they have the Spotify app on there. It's a way better experience. But I would say, if you want to listen to music, maybe don't sit in front of the television. Let your man watch his stupid football game and you go into a different room. Load up Spotify on your iPhone. I mean, there are solutions that don't involve stabbing. Should really be a last resort type thing. All right, final story we have for you today. Another short news story. This one also involves a person making a poor decision that will haunt them for years to come. A DC firefighter who, with his partner, stopped for fast food while on an emergency call has been terminated. People were engulfed in flames, trapped in a high-rise. I bet you the guys were talking about the call that they were about to go on. Yeah, engulfed in flames, huh? I know this sounds crazy, but now I have a craving for a flame-broiled Whopper. Look, it'll only take a second at the drive-thru. You know how fast and consistent Burger King is. We'll be in and out. Maybe I'll be bad and I'll get some onion rings too. 2 firefighters/EMTs assigned to Ambulance 3 stopped at not Burger King. It was Chick-fil-A. Jesus Christ. Can we stop acting like Chick-fil-A sandwiches are that good? Popeyes is just superior in every way. It's bigger. You get more breading. The flavor. The flavor. Chick-fil-A is always fucking dry as shit. Thank God they had that pimento spread recently. That's the last time I tried Chick-fil-A. I kept seeing ads for that honey pimento sandwich thing. Was marginally better than a standard Chick-fil-A sandwich. Anyway, so these guys stopped at a Chick-fil-A at around 4 p.m. on March 24th instead of responding to a call for a woman suffering chest pain at a Kaiser Permanente about a mile away. I thought Kaiser Permanente was a hospital. Why does the ambulance need to go to the hospital? The firefighters said they had already ordered their food on an app when the emergency call came in, so they decided to stop for literally a few minutes, tops. That's according to a DC Fire and EMS special report. The report, written by one of the firefighters, said there was no delay in patient care or response. However, sources familiar with the investigation said the reason that Ambulance 3 was assigned to the call is because it was closer than a medic unit. A trial board heard the terminated firefighter's case, and a decision was made to end his employment. That's an expensive chicken sandwich. The cult of Chick-fil-A is so strong, that EMT guy might be like, you know what? Ultimately, it's worth it. Chick-fil-A trumps employment. All right, a spokesperson for DC Fire and EMS would only confirm the firefighter/EMT was no longer with the department. The second firefighter on the call that day is still employed pending the outcome of her own trial board. So there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. All right, guys, I love to hear from you freaks. And, of course, there are many ways to contact the show. You can always email me, show@distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow, yada, yada, yada. Let's check in with a few patrons here.
This is a PSA for everyone. I'm listening to an older show from, I think, the end of October. Please, 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 please. Do not use douche on your vagina.
Even Tutti Frutti douche? How else are you going to clean out your vagina? But with douche.
It is the worst thing in the world to do. It actually fucks shit up even more. And it was one of those marketing campaigns where they convinced women that they needed this thing, but really it was making everything worse. And they made these flowery, beautiful commercials.
Yes.
And oh my God, you need this to feel fresh.
Well, I remember the mom and the daughter walking along the beach. You know, Mom, do you ever get that not so fresh feeling?
I feel it in my fucking cunt.
I actually have heard that. I think it's kind of common knowledge that douche is bad for you. It gets your pH in your pussy. Your pH balance is all out of whack or something.
it was just an industry that was just fucking up a whole lot of vaginas and making shit worse. Do not use it in your vagina.
Well, you heard it from a random lady freak.
That's your PSA for the day. I know you don't have one, Timmy, but for all the lady listeners, don't do it. Please don't.
And that's one to grow on.
Some voicemail PSAs today. Thank you.
Hi, Timmy Boo, little baby faggot. I was calling to weigh in on the bidet thing. I'm not angry, Tim. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Okay? Disappointed. I think you mentioned that you were having some bathroom work done anyways, and like the toilet was removed. And
yeah, we're supposed to. We don't have enough money to redo our bathroom right now.
I don't know, maybe sitting in a corner or something. I don't know what you...
We only have one working bathroom right now. Don't talk to me. Every time I discuss it sounds more and more white trash of what's going on in this house.
Do a spare toilet that's just laying around. But it seems that is the case, that now might be the time when they reinstall your toilet, because we know you're not going to do it, have them just install the bidet on it. My suggestion is that, I know Lord Douche has questioning stuff, so just don't say anything. Just have the guy do it, and don't tell Lord Douche, and just let it be a surprise.
Okay.
Maybe he'll sit on the toilet, maybe he'll notice it, but if he didn't notice it, you just walk by and pull the lever, and boom, cold water right up his asshole. At first he'll be shocked, and then there'll probably be some moaning, and you know where that goes.
Yes.
I'm sure you know that. Anyways, you have to excuse me, I'm having a rough day today myself, but things are going to get better, or not.
Listen, I'm very appreciative for the bidet, and just because I haven't opened it yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. This house, believe me, this house is a work in progress.
Hey, Timmy Boo, it's Itchy Taint calling in.
Hey,
yeah,
Itchy.
I've been just catching up on episodes. I was on vacation for over 2 weeks, and I heard the first episode I listened to was the one where I called in, talking about all the my luckless love life, and
I'm kind of a luckless loser.
I was a virgin till you asked if I was a virgin. No, I'm not a virgin. Fortunately, I did end up losing my virginity. I've had consensual sex.
Okay.
I mean,
Look, I was just asking because, I could help you out.
Important qualifier, being a Distorted View listener.
If there are any virgins listening to the show, I'm willing to deflower you.
Yeah, she was.
That is a service I provide. It's part of your Sideshow membership.
A willing participant.
I'm really bad at it, but you guys won't know because you don't have anything to compare it to.
Call to clarify that, but yeah, I've. And speaking of vacation, I was over in Europe, and being the distinguished, cultured tourist, I was looking up brothels on the internet, because that's legal over in Germany and Netherlands and stuff.
When in Rome.
I ended up not going, but
sure.
I was doing legitimate tourist stuff. But I just decided to take a look at brothels, and you have they have a list of the women available, and you have different categories like platinum or gold or silver.
I wonder what the drop-off is in quality from platinum to gold to silver to bronze to ABS plastic. I don't know what's below bronze. Polystyrene. Something, I don't know.
I feel bad. There's it might have been a translation issue, but there was one category, discount. Oh, poor women in the discount category. That's got to hurt the self-esteem. But anyways, there's and one.
Did you know they don't put themselves in the discount category? It's not like a willing thing. They have to.
There was a real bargain basement category where you only had to pay like 10 euros, like $15.
That's crazy. Value meals at McDonald's cost more.
It was sex dolls. Yes, you could. If you couldn't afford a real woman, you could scrape together some cash and have sex with a plastic love doll. That's been.
Well, at least there's an option for someone who doesn't have a lot of money, to empty their balls into something.
You jizzed in by God knows how many males. So disgusting. But I know you've talked about on the show before about a sex doll brothel, but so yeah, it's actually sex dolls for
for the poor losers who can't afford a real women, it's an available option over there in the German brothels.
Well, good. Lots of good information. Thank you so much, Itchy Tane, and thank you, everyone who calls into the voicemail line. Keep those calls coming. It's all the time we have on this edition of the program. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it oh, God? Oh, God, oh, God. Yeah, is it oh, God? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, she wins. Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the program. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you could rate and review podcasts. And remember, tomorrow's episode of DV is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up. Otherwise, we'll see you back to end the week on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. I'm gonna sit and eat worms.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.